My name's Kevin. When I was 18, I was affected by a debilitating disease. I was attending university at the time. I had big dreams. I wanted to be a foreign diplomat so I could help create peace in the world. I took the Arts 1 program, which was a combination of history, philosophy, and English. It was the theme of force versus freedom. It asked the question, is it more important to force individuals to comply with the needs of society at large, or it gives them freedom so they're not inhibited from doing what they want to do? I also took religious studies. I wanted to learn different ways of understanding the world and our place in it. As the school year went on, I was starting to have some unusual thoughts and experiences. I believed I could communicate with others through thoughts and feelings. I felt energy off people that I couldn't explain. Light seemed brighter, color seemed more intense. Sounds seemed louder, people seemed more animated. Even birds and animals seemed to tune to something greater than I was aware of. I felt like it was a puzzle that I had to figure out. I ended up failing all my courses at university. I tried getting a job and ended up getting fired. That summer, I ended up in hospital with a diagnosis of schizophrenia. I thought my life was over. Luckily, my family and the workers at the hospital didn't give up on me. I relearned some life skills. I did group exercise, I practiced relaxation techniques, and I learned how my meds were supposed to work. Upon release, I was lucky enough to join a mental health team. Teams can support people in ways that private psychiatrists and physicians alone cannot. Eventually, I participated in a program that taught me basic computer skills. This led to some office jobs. I went to college to learn computer programming, which led to more office jobs. The things were not easy, but I was gaining confidence in my abilities. One time I had a medication change and I ended up in bed for almost 2 weeks. I nearly lost my job because of it. Friends were very important to me throughout this time. I had longtime friends from hospital, local mental health clubhouse, and from school years. Writing became a tool to help me communicate with others. People seemed to like my writing. I talked about my unusual experiences and delved into topics most people just skim the surface on. I joined a writing group. I met someone at the writing group. We started a relationship. And in 1996, we had a baby boy. I was really worried, mostly about how will I be able to afford to take care of myself, my partner, and our son. I ended up going on disability assistance for the first time in my life and applied for child tax benefit. And instead of worrying about making money, I focused on being the best dad that I could be. While taking a few parenting courses, we became aware that our son was not communicating with us like other kids his age. When he turned 3, he was diagnosed with autism. We received extra services, had a lot to learn, and I really loved my son, so the extra challenges were, of course, all worth it. It turned out he gained an extensive vocabulary. He might not have always listened very well, but now he sure knows how to talk. He has a really good imagination. He shared some pretty cool dreams when he was younger. He has special powers in his dreams. He saved his teachers and classmates from monsters a lot. Today he has some very specific interests. He created an online space where he socializes with people who share similar interests. He graduated from high school a few years back. Now he's 21. In 2007, I became a peer support worker. I worked at Community Link, Riverview Lodges, Burnaby, and Westminster. It was the best job I ever had. I got really good feedback about my work. I met some really interesting people. Unfortunately, I burned out and had to leave my job after 8 years of peer support work. Interesting. It's 3 o'clock. More recently, I had another acute period of my illness. I went to a place called Venture, where they stabilized me on some different medication. Again, I enjoyed meeting and visiting with the patients and staff. While I was there, I joined Imagining Inclusion's Photo Voice. I looked for a home during this period of time. It was a very chaotic period of my life. I got very lucky, and now I have a very beautiful home and a very affordable price. It had plenty of room, a lot of light, and good airflow. I now continue to be involved with Imagining Inclusion's data analysis group and the Telling Your Story group, which is why I'm here today. A diagnosis of mental illness can be scary, but it doesn't have to define you. There's still many opportunities and possibilities, even when you're facing challenges that many will never understand.